Okay, so this morning we have the whole day to explore the Barossa Valley wineries, which allow them to open until about 11 o'clock or so. But we're on our way to the information center in, what's the name of the place? Tanunda. And to check out, what's there. We do want to go to Jacob's Creek. It's probably a very large winery because that's the one that we're familiar with in our own country, and we actually drink a lot of Jacob Creek wines, the ones that we can get, and we can't get that many of them in Canada. But anyways, we'll see what we see here. And there's some place called Maggie's Beer Farm Shop, which our friend Nairu, no, I can't say her name, jeez. Nairi in Adelaide told us about yesterday. She sent us a message yesterday, and you might remember Nairi if you've been watching my vlogs. A few weeks ago, she was one of my featured people. And Nairi has kindly said that on Sunday she will come with a friend, and they're going to pick us up at our hotel and take us to some place for coffee and cake, which sounds very nice. And it'll be really great to meet Nairi in the flesh, so to speak, because we have been carrying on a correspondence for a while now. So anyway, she recommended this place, Maggie's Beer Farm Shop. I'm not absolutely sure what it is, but it sounds like it's food and it's wine and it's beer and I don't know what not. But we're going to check that out today too and see what that's all about. Now, someone asked a question or made a comment on one of the videos about how fast is Walter going, and I think the suggestion was that we're going pretty fast on these roads. Actually, we're not. We are doing way below the speed limit. On a lot of these roads, even with the curves that you've seen, it's 80 to 100 kilometers an hour, and in some cases it's 110 is the speed limit. Now, there's no way, I don't think anybody, I don't care if you're from out of the country or a race car driver or an Aussie, I don't think you do some of those curves at 100 kilometers an hour. But so Walter's generally driving way under the speed limit. And I'll say one thing about Aussie drivers, they seem to be very patient with us. They will overtake us and pass us when they can, but if it was in our country, I have a feeling we would hear horns at what we're doing. So but yeah, so he is not being a speed demon, people. He's being very, very cautious, and you really need to be, because these roads,
well, I'm not used to these kind of roads. I'm used to big, huge highways in Canada, so.
Yeah, we're used to many, many multiple lanes. I
can drive 120 in Canada, but we're on a great big, huge highway. So.
Which is straight for the most part. And here, no such luck with that. So anyways, just to rest assured, he is not being a speed demon. Besides, if he was being a speed demon, I'd probably be sitting here screaming most of the way. I'm just more concerned about this little line to the left and whether or not he creeps over. But the last little while, he's been pretty good about that. Although sometimes with these parked cars on the side, I swear he's going to scrape off a mirror. But yeah, I think we've got the knack, and when I say we, I mean Walter, has the knack of driving here in Australia using in a car that has the steering wheel on the opposite side to what we're used to, and driving on the opposite side of the road. So
in 400 meters, arrive at 66 to 68 Murray Street on the right.
So this is Tanunda, and this is where the information center for the wine gallery is, or the wine valley, and so we're going to go in there and check it out. So this is Tanunda. The visitor center. Was it? Tanunda. Sorry again, Australians, for mispronouncing words. Tanunda. Okay. So anyways, we're going to take a little, we're just in the visitor center, and now we're going to take a little walk along the street to see what we can see. And then you mentioned something about some museum or something.
Yeah, I don't know. 48, 43, 52, 48, 43.
Well, we'll see what we see. This is the Barossa Museum, which actually doesn't look like it's open right now. Not really sure about that. It's got Barossa and German artifacts in it, so I'm not sure if it's really worth going in there. Just some more of Tanunda Lutheran Church. Walter taking pictures. Not much in this little town. What's that? I don't think I had it on. Yeah, I don't think so. I can't express how much you mean to me, but I can try. It's beans and cream. Everyday furniture. It's everyday furniture. Oh, amazing. We've got other things in here too. Let's go and check it out. Huh? Let's go in and take a look around. Just to give you an idea of a department store here. Lots of things. A little different to what we're used to now. This reminds me of the old days when we used to have Woolworths and things like that. And I don't mean Woolies, I mean Woolworths in North America, which is totally different. But the old style department stores, mind you, this is an old style, this is modern, but the idea that they had everything under one roof. Not like today with the big box stores and things like that, where you have one for kitchenwares, one for bedware, one for whatever. Here they've got everything. So we've wandered off the beaten track, coming down here because there's supposed to be some kind of winery within 7 minutes walking distance from where we were on the main drag. We don't know if this road's taking us to it. I mean, there's a sign here that says this is a BBFM 89.1, but that's a radio station. He's using the GPS on his phone to track this. Meanwhile, some interesting things across the street.
This looks weird because this is what it looks like on the outside. That doesn't look like what it is.
No, that doesn't really look like what this one down here. Of course, you can't see it for the trees. But no, that doesn't look like it's got a big tower-like thing on it.
But that's the same website, 9 Baysdale Road.
Yeah. Is this Baysdale Road?
Right. Well, when I do
yes,
the
it
directions.
is. Yes, it is. 12A Baysdale Road over there.
Yeah.
So we are lost in Barossa.
You can take a walk down there.
Take a walk down. See, explore the mystery. Remember, we have in our wallets our addresses for home. If you find our dead bodies here in a winery, send us back to Canada. Thank you. Well, that down the road was definitely not it.
Number 14.
Well, Walter's trying to find it on the map.
Baysdale Road.
Yeah, that's the road we're on.
Number 14.
But you don't have an address for it.
No.
And what's it? Where's the number 14 on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Did it show the railroad track? We came over a railroad track.
Number 14. Beastow Road. I don't know if that's the railroad track. No, that's not the railroad track. Doesn't show a railroad track on here.
Okay, that's no help. So, don't know where we are. We're lost. Now, this place looks like it could come out of a horror movie. Addams Family. These are kind of different. They look like a succulent. Don't really know. Don't know if they're alive or they're dead. But they're kind of weird. Some more interesting architecture. I don't know if anybody lives in there or what. Walter's gone up the road. Well, that's it there. Well, we didn't go up far enough. So, we have found it. And this is it here.
It looks like it's way over there.
Huh.
I think the entrance may be down here. Well, I got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we found this place. And this is the entrance to it, but that goes down there. But what's up here? Because that one says please use other entrance, but it's not closed. But I wonder if
It says tour entrance, I think.
Oh. So is that where their cellar door entrance is? Or what? We know not. Cellar door sales. If that says tour entrance, then maybe it's down there.
Well, I have a
That's
feeling we can walk down here.
Okay.
They got the gates open.
Well, yeah. It's a mystery. We shall see. And here we have some of the grapes right on the vine, as you can see. Look, it's Kansas. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto. Follow the gray brick road. Follow the gray brick road. Oh no, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh no, this is a winery. There wouldn't be any of that. So a little closer up. Mm-hmm. So we're going into the cellar door. Now it seems that when you see the words cellar door, that means the sales area in there, probably where you can taste the wines and where you can pick them up.
That's what they call it in Canada.
They do? I never noticed
Yeah,
that.
it's always called a cellar door.
Oh, I never realized that. Well, learn something new every day. I stand to be corrected by Walter most of the time. What's that?
Gin and specials, $20 a bottle. $12 a bottle.
Silver.
$6 a bottle.
Oh well, geez. There we go. Let's try a cheap one. What is it? Red Shiraz. Well, you get a cheap bottle of Shiraz. Here's a selection of their wines. $26.50, $25.20.
15, 22, not bad, $10.
Of course, we have no idea what they taste like.
It's a liqueur Shiraz.
A liqueur Shiraz? Ooh. That doesn't sound all that appealing to me, but... Oh, I am going. Okay. So we went into there and we looked around and you saw the pictures of it and everything. We didn't buy anything because, well, right now we're walking back to the car with it. The other thing is Walter has to drive, so we can't do any tasting because it's bad enough that he has to taste. It's bad enough that he has to drive on the left side of the road. Yeah, well, if I get tasting it, I won't be able to tell you that you're scraping me off on the left side of the road. Okay. Yeah, right. But
push you out faster.
You know, like if we were in our own country or something.
Yeah, but I think we should get a few bottles of wherever we go just for something decent.
Well, okay.
And because I mean we've got tonight and we've got another like 5 nights in Adelaide, so.
Yeah, all right, fine. But you didn't want to get the $6 Shiraz.
No, I know.
And,
you know what it tastes like you do.
Well, that's because we didn't taste it. But anyways, it's interesting to see the interiors of these places.
I'm gonna just walk up here.
Wait, you want to go up there? All right, so anyways, we have more to go. This is just our sort of our first stop because we stopped at the information center and this place was close by and it was open. But by the time we get to where we're going to go next, not Jackson Trail, that's Canadian, Jacobs Creek.
Yeah, let's go there, just take a look.
Just because we know Jacobs Creek.
It's probably a big, huge, crappy winery, so.
Yeah, more than likely.
That's why they send all their shitty stuff to Canada.
Yeah, sort of like Yellowtail.
Yeah.
But you get to see what we're seeing. So, today is all about wineries. So we have arrived at Jacobs Creek Winery. This is one that we drink a fair amount of. And we'll see what kind they have here because Walter says it's probably a huge winery and it's probably the cheap shit.
Oh, no, we get the cheap shit.
No.
They probably send the cheap shit to Canada.
Well, anyways, we'll see what it's all about. Bump. And there's a guy trying to commit Harry-Carry right there. Great big solar panels over there. Ouch, ouch, bounce, bounce.
Well, they just opened it. It's like 10 after 11. They opened at 11.
Oh, we beat the Chinese. Yay. Visitor center's up that way.
It's a restaurant.
Visitor center's up there, it says. And wine tasting restaurant. Certainly is back in the woods. Bump. Ooh. Uh-oh. Buses.
Oh, yeah.
I may have spoke too soon. So we shall see what we shall see. So you can see Jacob Creek's vineyards. They go for miles. What's that? Oh, Toronto? Where's the, oh yeah, there it is. See that? Signpost. Toronto. We're only, what's it say? 16,528 kilometers away from home. Good to know. What, the different kinds? You have all these beanbag chairs out here. Saw those in by the visitor center too earlier. I'm taking on a little walk here with us. There we are. It's New York. 16,528 kilometers from home.
Actually, we're exactly the same distance from London.
Are we?
Yeah, almost exactly.
Oh.
1657.
Well, I didn't know you were taking a picture. Excuse me. You're in my shot.
We're standing at.
I'm taking video here.
Not in front.
Where do you want me?
Somewhere so I can get the... No, over a little bit more. There, okay. Okay.
Okay. You're in my video. So we will go inside. Looks like the tasting's back there. Oh, that's a wine cabinet. Oh, maybe. Twin pickings, but those are Moscatos. I don't like Moscatos. Pinot Grigio. 15. There you can get a 3-pack. That's a Rosé, Sauvignon Blanc, and something else. And Pinot Grigio, but it has a Rosé in it.
$200.
Oh, $200? Let's go for it. Oh, look. Yeah, the Asians are here.
Wow, you spoke too soon.
I know. I always do. Okay, so let's go around here. All types. Little bottles. 4 classic series: Shiraz, Cabernet, Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, and Merlot. This must be the restaurant.
How are we doing?
Hi, good.
That's good.
You mind if I take video?
No, you're most welcome to. That's fine. And
So, what do you want to try?
I don't know, what do you want?
Well, this sounds interesting. The sparkling Shiraz.
Yep. You got 20 of those?
Is it a dry one?
Well, I don't know. How would I know if it doesn't say? You have to try it, see
Little
it.
harvest Pinot Grigio.
You got Reserve Chardonnay.
Nice.
Hi.
How you going?
Yeah, there's a couple we'd like to try. With a Pinot Noir.
Give you a pencil. If you want to go through and tick the ones
Yeah.
that you would like to try.
Oh, sure.
So you can try 4 for free. Or
You're on camera.
You have the sparkling Shiraz that you can try?
yeah.
Okay.
So that's it on
It's
there.
on there.
And try the double barrel Shiraz. And what else?
What about the? Where was it? Not the Muscat. It was when you
Cool
that one.
Harvest?
Yeah, the Cool Harvest.
Try that.
No worries. So Canadians.
Yeah. Can tell by our accent, eh?
It was the.
Just
It was
just
the-
one glass because I'm
That's what
driving.
gave it away.
Yeah. Just,
So sparkling Chardonnay Pinot Noir.
Just one glass.
we'll just
the one
yeah,
glass?
because he's driving. So.
Do you want a little taste at all?
I'll try a little bit.
So similar methods and styles as creating a French champagne. You notice that main characteristic in there is Granny Smith apple.
That's nice.
Did we have that on the list? Chardonnay?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, that one. Oh,
Okay. So
I
yeah.
didn't realize it was sparkling. Actually, that's nice.
Yeah. Don't get too out.
Yeah. No, I know.
See, we can only in Canada, where we live, there's only about a couple of your wines that we can get because we
Yeah.
buy them all the time.
So you probably get. Well, you
Yeah,
would have
we
seen
don't
this
like
one,
Moscato.
But we don't like those ones. Like we don't like Moscato.
Usually, Chardonnay
Yeah.
and Pinot Noir sparkling.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
And there's something else I can't remember.
there's only about 4.
So I
Yeah.
think we sell this one to you guys in cans.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can actually do have that in cans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canned wine. Okay. Okay.
Seems
so-
ridiculous, but
Yeah.
people like it. You finished with that one?
Yeah.
Yep. So everything you don't want to finish?
Just do the wine glass because
Yep.
Alright. Cool Harvest Pinot Grigio. So cool harvest means harvested in the cool of night, so around 2, 3, even 4 o'clock in the morning, so we retain that acidity. So during the day the grapes get quite warm, the sugar level goes up, the acidity level drops. So at night time that all has time to restore. We've got the acidity back, so we can make a nice crisp wine.
Yeah, I like that one.
yeah.
Okay.
So you
Yeah,
want to
dump that in there.
Double barrel Shiraz.
Next, the double barrel Shiraz. So 18 months in French and American oak barrels, and then just under 3 months in whiskey barrels. And what that whiskey barrel does is kind of imparts its own little bit of flavour in there. It also gets in there and smooths it out, so it's a very nice, rich wine.
Yeah, I was going to say it's very smooth.
Yeah. It's good.
So you notice how young this is as well, 2016. So incredible aging potential.
Yeah. It's very dry too.
Okay,
Nice.
so I'll get one of each and then
Yeah. Okay, so
And the last one, sparkling Shiraz, also known as Christmas in a glass over here. 'Cause we love drinking red wine all year, but you know, during our summers it gets pretty hot, so we like a nice, refreshing, little bit of sweetness, sparkling red.
I've never tasted one like that before. That's see when it hits.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I
There's a
know.
really nice kind of cherry flavours in
Yeah,
there.
it is.
Yeah.
That's good.
That sweetness kind of picks up those fruity characteristics in the wine.
Okay, that's great. So if we want these,
You can purchase them from
with
here.
it? Okay, we want one of each.
One of each?
Yep.
Sure.
So, as you saw there, we bought 4 bottles, which are 4 bottles of Jacob's Creek that we cannot get. Oh.
In 300 meters, make a U-turn.
So as we said, as the car just about tried to back into us, we bought 4 bottles of wine there that we cannot get in our area in Canada. And one of them is a sparkling red, which tastes, they call it their Christmas wine, but it's
In
got a
200 meters,
very
make a
interesting
U-turn.
flavor
Take the
to it.
first
It's
left.
kind of sweet, kind of cherry-ish in the background. So course, we got a bottle of that to try as well, because we do enjoy the sparklings at times. So now we're off to something called Chateau, what's it called?
Yolanda or something.
Chateau Yolanda or something. We have no idea what
When
this
possible,
is.
make
Whatever.
a U-turn,
So
then
this
take the
will be
first left.
a magical mystery tour. Still in the wine country. Just some interesting scenery of all the vineyards. I swear, the only color car they drive in Australia is white.
Maybe all the rental cars are white.
Maybe.
Antiques and collectibles.
Antiques. Okay, bouncy road. So that in the distance is the next winery we're trying. Chateau Yaldera. Cellar doors down.
Arriving at 159 Herman Thumb Drive, on the left.
Keep going for cellar door, I guess. It says. Somewhere down here. Keep going. 300 meters. Must be that up there. Well, this doesn't look exciting.
No, it doesn't.
Well, maybe we need to rethink this. It looks like they're under construction or something, or no, I guess that's where their vats are. Maybe you have to go
Wine
down.
tasting.
Maybe there's a big parking lot there, so maybe they're wine tastings at the top there, probably. That must be their manufacturing facility. Or wait, maybe it's right in here. Oh, that looks a little bit better. So this chateau looks a little bit more impressive.
Good morning, Shelley, our winery assistant. Yeah, I'll try to recreate his number. It may come out to me within 4
Okay, so you want to try something? So we bought 2 bottles here, 1 bottle of white, and then we bought a bottle of red, but it's a Grenache, and I had never heard of Grenache before. So we tried it. It's kind of a light tasting, sipping red kind of a wine. And apparently this place, it's pure Grenache. Other place you'll see it, they said is GSM, which is a blend of that with a couple of other grapes. And so we got that. So now we have 6 bottles of wine, and that's plenty right now, since it'll be enough to take with us to Adelaide, that which we don't drink before Adelaide. But of course, we can't fly to Perth with any of this stuff, and we can't fly home with any of it. So, you know.
Well, I guess you can.
Well, we could, but we're not doing that.
No.
With it all. So now we're going to go and look at what some of the other wineries look at. We're not going to really taste the wines because we've had enough tasting of it. I've done the tasting anyways. Well, Walter's had a little snort, but
I've just had a little tiny taste in my mouth because I don't want.
Well, no, you're driving.
Yeah, well, I don't want to start driving on the right-hand side.
Well, no, and I'd rather you didn't either. I only had a little taste on each one too. It wasn't. I didn't even bother to finish what they gave us. I just took a sip, just to see. So now Walter's looking for ones in this.
I saw this other one that I saw. I don't know where I saw it, but it's Yalumba, and I just want to see where it is.
The Lumba.
And then I wouldn't mind going to Wolf Blass because we can get some of the Wolf Blass
yeah.
out, and I just want to see what it looks like there.
Yeah, now we're picking the wineries by what they look like outside. You can tell we're fine connoisseurs of wines, right? So anyways, we will continue the adventure in wine country. Okay. Here we have a monkey crossing. Right there, see? I don't know why. To me, it looks like a couple of monkeys. Had to get that. Waited to get that shot for quite a while. Horse crossing. Bethany. This is Bethany. I guess there are a lot of horses in Bethany if they have a horse crossing. Oh, trees are nice. What winery is it that we're going to right now?
Yalumba, I think.
Yalumba? Well, it's certainly a trek across country here. And what makes this one so special to you?
I don't know. I think I had a nice building on.
Oh, yeah. Same way you should pick wines, you know. Pretty label, love it. It's got to be a good wine.
We're here to look at scenery, right?
Okay.
So,
Well, we're seeing a lot of scenery here. Too bad I can't look over the edge there.
Maybe we're close to a look at it. There's a look at it there.
Looking. As we're going up the hill, anyways, Maggie Hill. Maggie Hill
Scenic
Lookout. Sculpture Park. Sculpture Park. And we're still going up. And up. And over. Where this is leading us to. It's down there. Can't really see it as well. No, keep your hands on the wheel.
I got my hands on the wheel. I got so I can see. I was just moving my head.
Well, don't move your head. Look at the road. I don't think you should go this way.
No.
Turn around. Like, go in there. Oh, maybe not. That's employees. Okay, let that guy get out of the way. I think we've overshot. So there's a bus and car parked down there. I think we go to the side. They're over there. Yeah. In the wrong spot. We decided
Turn
that this
left
one
on Eden
didn't
Valley
look
Road.
as exciting as Walter may have thought. So we're not going to stop here. We're going to go to Wolf Blass instead. And that's one of the wine people that we can get some of their wines in our neck of the woods as well.
And just because we can get it there, I'm kind of curious what it looks like.
So that's why we're going.
North Street.
That's the
It's
story.
closer towards our hotel.
And that's the story, and you stick it to it. Well, we have arrived at Blass, according to the GPS. However, there does not look like there is a winery right
This is
here.
Light Pass Road, Stockwell.
Light Pass Road. Okay, we're going to try this again. So, we finally found Blass. Excuse me. Sneeze. Something here's making me sneeze. Open today, 10 a.m.
Do you want to go in?
Well, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I never buy their wines anyways.
No, I know.
It's a
I
big
just wanted to see
round
what it was,
building.
a big round building.
There it is, big round building. Okay.
Okay, let's
Turn
just
left
figure
on
out where
Sturt
we are.
Highway.
Yeah. Excitement plus. Not. Okay, we're arriving at Maggie
Arriving at
Beers.
50 Pheasant Farm Road.
As it says, Maggie Beers farm thing. Farm shop that Nairi recommended to us. So we'll see what this is all about. Farm shop, customer parking only. Parking here somewhere. And there's no place to park in here. So there was another arrow pointing another part, so we'll see what that is. We'll come back once we get. Well, here we are, but we don't know where we are because we have no idea what this is all about. But this will make it a surprise, and we're exploring. It looks like there's a restaurant. Looks like they have cooking classes. Gin classes? Gin classes? Do they mean gin as in the drink, or do they mean gin as in card game? Gin. Maggie's products.
Nature shop,
The eatery, cooking school, farm walk. Pheasant farm.
Beer Bros.
Res- Okay. To me, it looks more like a restaurant. In cooking school. So I don't know what this is. So it looks like they have dips and things, gourmet stuff, jam.
Paste.
Quince paste. What is that one? Is that quince?
Cabernet paste.
Cabernet paste.
Yeah, interesting. It's like an apple butter.
Yeah. No, double dip. It says not to do that. New spoon each tasting. No double dipping, Walter.
No, I do that on the other side.
Yeah, okay. That was the fig. That's kind of nice.
How much is it?
For quite stock is $7.99. There you can get a for $25. You can get a. The problem is we can't take that home.
Why not?
It's food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, is it worth it?
No.
I mean, it's not unlike we have
No,
stuff
I
like
know.
this in our own country, all kinds of it. So. Well, that was an interesting little spot. They had a lot of gourmet sauces and dressings and relishes and things, and had an interesting looking restaurant. Although I don't know, we didn't really see anything on the menu that was
In
really to
600
our liking.
meters, turn right on Samuel Road.
But we tried some of their sauces and stuff, and they were kind of tasty. The only problem is we can't really lug that stuff back home with us. And we actually have a lot of that kind of thing. I mean, it's not Maggie's, but we have the equivalent in different ones as well, in sauces and relishes and things too, that, you know, are good as well. But it was an interesting little spot. I can see why people want to go there for lunch, and they hold cooking classes and things like that. So if we lived here, it would be, I think, quite enjoyable. Okay, so we're back where we ate yesterday at Billy Jack's, and I'm having the curry, which is very good, and we're just having the schnitzel, and he says that's very good, which is a better experience than the schnitzel we've had before in Sydney anyways, last year. But here's the difference in here. Yesterday, if you remember, this place was crowded, it was extremely noisy, and there were some very obnoxious young people here. Today, different story altogether. Just Walter and I sitting out here. We don't know why yesterday was so special. The only thing we can think of is either aftermath of Valentine's Day, or they had on the big screen over there, where they're playing music videos now. They had the Olympics on, and I think we can bet on them here. So maybe that was the goal. Don't know, but it's much more pleasant than it was yesterday, that's for sure. So we're a little bored after wine places. So we're in the Miter. The Miter is like a great big Miter 10. It's like a great big hardware store, and we're looking at what they've got. All your hardware needs and that. It's a huge store. Well, it looks pretty big to me. So let's go find blue guns. And just like $1,000. Oh, maybe. Okay, this place is called Cheap as Chips. Ooh, look. Ooh, there's so many. Oh, look, I could have got, instead of the white ones, I could have got.
Wow, these are $2.
Oh,
Ones you got?
ones I got were about $1. Oh, okay. That's not as cheap as chips. So many things. A knife. A cheap real knife?
Huh?
I was to say, did they have a cheap real knife? Just cutting cheese with the plastic.
$5. $5 3-inch blade.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I want to carry something that size around. You'd have to get rid of it off the plane anyways, but...
Oh no, you can put it in your luggage.
Well, yeah, true. What's this? That's a whole set. I don't need a set. Well, the plastic ones I guess will do for now. It cuts the cheese. I don't know. Think we need one or not? I don't think we do.
Hello.
Antibacterial wipes. Are you feeling germy? So many things. Okay, here's something I've never heard of before. It's called a fish table. And I guess it's got holes in it for that, so you can put a faucet up on it. There's a picture on the other side. I guess if you're cleaning fish. I thought I saw a picture. Oh, there it is. So you see, you can set it all up, I guess, for cleaning your fish. Isn't that neat? If I like fish, I find that really great, but I don't. And here's your lawn decor. Right down to your little cows and your piggies. Oh, and kangaroos. Oh, kangaroos. And little wallabies. And your koalas. And bunnies. And platypuses. I don't know what these guys are. Maybe they're wombats. Cockatoo that lights up. Looks like a solar panel. And one of those little things with the, I don't know what they call those.
Are you right?
No, I'm just videoing.
No
I'm visiting
problem,
from Canada.
You're
So,
all right. That's
yep,
fine.
I am, thanks. There's Walter. I lost him for a second. Did you miss all the kangaroo lawn ornaments and everything over there? What is it? Oh.
You have to film this whole thing.
I'm filming some of it. What's it to you? It's interesting. My people want to know. Wait, more razors? Oh yeah? Okay. I don't want to say that I've had a lot to drink on this holiday. I only have one drink a day. Now, this is definitely something I've never seen in our country. Emu oil lotion. That's something. And look, people, they have a craft section. Candy bags. Bling. Some stickers, some bows. Wooden stamps. Stencils. Even have scrapbooking paper. Paints. Acrylic paints, watercolors. I mean, they're cheap ones, but they have them. Wonder what else they have. They've got canvases. Ooh, more stuff here. This is more stationery. They had craft supplies on the other side. Yeah, this is more kids stuff here. So this is an Aldi. What we thought we were in the other day was an Aldi, but we didn't realize that we were here in the Co-op Fresh Foodland. And this is a much nicer grocery store than Aldi. Aldi looks, well, like crap in comparison. Their stuff in there might be a little cheaper, but it's crappy looking. So to end today, we're not feeling very hungry. We had big lunches, so we're just going to nosh on some cheese and crackers and a little peanut butter and some potato chips. Healthy dining, don't you know?